welcome back to another consignment update here at Gardner Holgate Auction Rooms. We've got our sale coming up on the 3rd to the 6th of September 2024. So we've got a series of videos showing some highlights that are coming up in that auction. A lot of them recently have been themed, and today is no exception. We are looking at Fender only. Some really nice guitars from the Fender Custom Shop, some rare items. We've got an artist-owned guitar at the end of the video, so stick around for that. If you do like our videos, remember to subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and hit the bell icon for more, but you don't have to do that now. Have a look at the video and then decide at the end for those who are new to us. But I do hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you comment, tell us what your favourite things are, and well, we can discuss anything Fender, can't we, in this Fender special episode. We have, of course, got lots more Fender guitars. The run, actually, a lot of them have disappeared downstairs now, but this entire rack here is Fender, and we've got a lot more coming in as well. So we tend to have anywhere between 50 and 100 Fender guitars. I've lost count of how many we've got this time, but you can have a look at the catalogue when it comes online in a couple of weeks. But anyway, that's enough of me. Let's take a look. So first up, we have a limited edition Fender Stratocaster. This is a 2004 50th anniversary, so it's a replica of the 1954 Fender Stratocasters. Now, this one, master built by Dennis Galuszka. Now, the story behind these is they made a run of guitars to commemorate the 50th anniversary using the original tooling from those early Stratocasters. So they basically did it all to the same spec with all the same tooling, making the pickups and all the other parts, and the way the necks were done, and then various master builders would essentially have a crack at putting these out. So this is Dennis Galuszka, who is a very well regarded master builder. He's a very, very popular name, but you'll see it's even got the trem cover spring sticker in place, and I can hear the spring that's in there bouncing around. But it comes with the ABS case here, and of course we have the original type cases as well with the 50th anniversary logo. So these always came with the two cases. We've got the 54 style strap, and we've got the certificate of authenticity and the usual accessory pack. So yeah, these guitars are I guess possibly collectibles of the future. I mean, they command around 3,000 to 4,000 hammer these days anyway, and I'm sure they will go up in time, especially as master builders move on and their work becomes more difficult to obtain. But there we go, a 2004 Fender 50th anniversary Stratocaster. And another Stratocaster, this one from 2022. This is a Fender Custom Shop 1960 Stratocaster Relic. So you've got from the Custom Shop Relic department. It's a really nice weight guitar, actually, nice and light, with this Relic Fiesta red finish, the green guard, sort of all the correct specs. Nice big 1960 profile neck with a obviously it's been stripped back, and it's a really nice feel to this one. So instead of having to play for years to wear in your guitar, you can have one that already looks the part. So this one comes with its case, with its certificate of authenticity, tags and all the accessory packs, shop floor traveller, absolutely everything. So from 2022, a Fender Custom Shop 1960 Stratocaster Relic. So we have another Fender Stratocaster Relic from the Custom Shop, and this one is slightly more collectible. And so this is from 1998, February 1998, and the reason it is more collectible, we'll turn it over, and if you have a look at the logo up there, you can see the impressed logo, which indicates that this is a Cunetto era, so a Cunetto finished Fender Custom Shop Stratocaster. So Vince Cunetto was involved with the Custom Shop, and they had this idea of making these relic guitars, and the bodies essentially would be finished by Vince Cunetto, and this relationship went up until the early 1999. So a short period, and then it was all taken in house. So this one Again, we got the Fiesta red finish, got all the checking there. So superb work on this one. Really nice neck there. So this is based on a 50s with the V profile neck. So sort of a 57-ish bird's eye maple neck. John Cruz on the stamping, and comes with its original case, certificate of authenticity, strap. And yeah, these are a collectible thing now, and steadily rising in value as time goes on. And another Fender custom shop, but this time we have an NOS finish. So if you really don't like Relic guitars, you can have the NOS here. So we've got the 1956 Stratocaster NOS from 2011. So we've got the Hank thing going on here. It's a Fiesta red finish body, NOS, so new old stock, and yes, even got his plastics all intact still. So we've got the 56 profile neck, which is sort of more of the rounded maple neck, and heavily figured bird's eye maple. We've got the gold hardware as well, so really giving those Hank Marvin vibes, with the original case, certificate of authenticity, and all the papers and everything you'd need. So in here, another Stratocaster, and this time Artist Series from 1988. This is a Fender Eric Clapton signature Stratocaster, and there we go. There is the signature on the head, and as you can see in the red finish, and this one has the lace sensors, the favoured lace sensors. They eventually changed the spec of these. You'll notice the replaced guard. It's made very obvious because there is a slightly larger recess around the bridge pickup, and it has had, I believe, a replacement bridge, but the original is included in there. But it comes with all the bits. That is the original backplate. The backplate has been changed, and you've even got the Eric Clapton block there to block off the tram. So all the tags, the case, everything you need. 1988 Fender Eric Clapton Strat. Tweed case, but not a Fender case. This is actually a Tokai case, so if you ever see one of these, red-lined interior, they're slightly slimmer than a standard Fender case, but they are Tokai cases, made very good copies of everything. So here we have a Dan Smith era Stratocaster. Dan Smith bought into the Fender family to try and sort out the quality that sort of got worse and worse throughout the 1970s. This one from 1982, Olympic white finish, great condition, sort of small necks on these, but there we go. Decent condition, as I say, and in the case we have the original owner's manual. There's an old lot ticket from a previous sale of ours, so this was bought from us years and years ago, when we sold a big batch of Dan Smith Strats, actually. So there we go, 82 Dan Smith Stratocaster. In here, in quite incredible condition, considering this guitar is, how old am I?
Nearly as old as you.
Yeah, so this is a 37. This is a 37-year-old guitar because it was made not long after I was born. So there we go. It is if you look at E3, that's not 83. Actually, it's 87, just to confuse things. But there we go. 87 Fender American Stratocaster. You can tell because of the type of bridge that's used, spec for that year that came in, and in incredible condition for the age, considering it is a 37-year-old guitar, in this red finish. Comes with the original case, comes with the strap, the trem envelope with the trem as well, so everything there. So these probably will become more and more collectible over the years as they get older and older, but good condition, 87 Fender Stratocaster. So in here we have a 40th anniversary Stratocaster. Now, it's not actually a limited edition anniversary or anything like that. It's just the anniversary year, so they put this logo on the head. One of my favourite Fender finishes is this Caribbean Mist. Does really look nice.
Quench your thirst.
Yeah. And you can see this one's got a Seymour Duncan rail pickup, so higher output or hotter bridge pickup there, and we've got the coil switch that's been added as well. So not completely original, but some decent upgrades there if you want something a bit different. And yeah, 40th year Fender Stratocaster. I think we've seen enough Stratocasters, so we'll have a look at this Jerry Donahue Telecaster. For a time, Jerry Donahue's been sort of with various different brands. He was with PV for a while, and then of course JHS Vintage. But here we have a 1996 Fender Jerry Donahue Telecaster, so the Telecaster custom shape, and it has been signed by the man himself. So autographed Jerry Donahue, Fender Telecaster, his signature model. And in the gig bag we have a Sub-Sonic Baritone guitar, so Squier, so again in the Fender family, but I really do like these as an option for a baritone guitar. I like the reverse headstock on them. I like the fact that they give those well, heavier rock vibes, which is really my thing. Yeah. So 2001, made in Korea, so well made, and it's just got a really comfortable neck right up with this contouring behind. Good thing, 24 frets as well. And another American standard Stratocaster in basically new condition from 1995. So again, getting on in its years. And what year were you born?
Not that year.
So 1995, and you can see the finish there, the blue finish. Pretty well, it's basically immaculate, isn't it? Plastic covering still on the pick guard, still got all the tags. It's got the red label case, and yeah, can't really go wrong. All the papers, everything included. So really is as new. And just switching it up from Stratocasters again briefly, and something for the lefties. So here we have a custom-made Telecaster, but it does comprise Fender parts. So we've got a 90s made in Japan TL62, so 1962 reissue, Lefty neck, and this is an MJT body. If you haven't heard of MJT before, you can source their parts, and they make really good sort of Relic bodies. So here this is a Telecaster custom with the bound front and back, and MJT marked in the pocket there, Lake Placid blue. I believe these are sort of these will be Fender 60s type pickups, but some decent aged hardware as well, and with a Fender tweed case. So a well-made custom build Telecaster for you lefties with a amazing looking MJT body. And in here, Hank Marvin, Squier Hank Marvin Stratocaster from the very early 90s. This will be 1990, 1991. Fiesta red finish, missing its back panel on this one, but yeah, they had the sort of standard Fender MAJ run, and then they had the Squier run, which was I guess a lower price point, but these are of course becoming more collectible now. Very good quality, made in Japan, even with the Squier name. But there we go. Squier Hank Marvin signature Stratocaster. And for those of you who have been watching a lot of our consignment update videos, you will have seen that we've got a lot of Fender basses in, particularly 70s ones, and this is another good addition to the sale. So this is a 1970 Fender precision bass, and the rare thing about it is fretless, and it's an original fretless rather than a defretted version, which you see a lot of. So 1970 Fender precision bass. It came from the estate of an old big band player who had he's consigned a double bass as well that's going into our music cell. So yeah, this is one of his gigging instruments, hence all the wear, years of use. And because he was a double bass player, he sort of preferred the fretless thing and the type of music he played. There's a few changes. You can see there's a brass barrel knob there rather than the original, but a cool thing, I think, with lots of mojo and history. And again from the 70s, from the same seller, we have this sort of mid-70s jazz bass. This again fretless, but this time you will see it is a conversion, so D-fretted. This one's actually got an ebony board on it, but D-fretted, you can see. So yeah, it's still a really cool thing, and heavily used in the past. I mean, look at the divot in there. There's a big old recess, genuine playware. So very much the Jaco Pastorius type thing going on. Very much like his original jazz bass. But yeah, mid-70s Fender jazz bass that has been defretted. And here we have another autograph guitar. This time Francis Rossi and Rick Parfitt of Status Quo. This was donated to be part of a charity auction that took place quite close to here in Bath back in 2012, held at the Hall and Wood House in the centre of Bath. So it's a 2007 Fender standard Telecaster made in Mexico in the Olympic white finish, signed by the two guys from Status Quo. And closing out just with something interesting with an artist connection. So there we go. Elliot Easton of the Cars fame. This was his guitar. So he's a left-handed player. So we've got a lefty here. And some very interesting things about this guitar. So, first of all, Fender Custom Shop, but very, very early indeed. Don't worry about the knob, we do have that. It's just been tucked away safely. Number 30. Is that 30 or 38? It is number 30. There we go. So number 30, Fender Custom Shop, early Custom Shop logo, very, very early indeed. So this is from 1988 as the date on the neck reveals. And on the neck itself, which I will show you inside on the neck face, it does say made for Elliot Easton. So this was made for him by John Page and Richard Sperato in the Fender Custom Shop. So this is with the see-through blonde finish, all this early 50s spec, very high quality bird's eye maple neck there, really, really figured. You can see there is a bit of damage here, and that may be one of the reasons why Elliot passed the guitar on, so I'm led to believe. But this was purchased by the vendor directly from Elliot Easton. The vendor bought various guitars from Elliot. Now, this was used on some work, and we have a letter of provenance here signed by Elliot himself, so it was sold to the vendor in 2007. And you can see he actually says it's owned from 1987. That's not correct because the guitar dated 1988, but we can forgive a lapse on that side. But this guitar was used on the album Healing Bones by Jules Shear, as well as on the soundtrack to the John Carpenter film Ghosts of Mars, plus other recording sessions including Hall & Oates track Philadelphia Freedom for the album Two Rooms, a tribute to Elton John. Just going back to the John Carpenter film, that is widely considered his worst ever film. So I'm going to use that as a selling point. The guitar that features on John Carpenter's worst ever film. I've not seen it myself, so I cannot quantify that statement. But yeah, there is the knob. We just need to reattach that at some point. That will be done. But yeah, this is Elliot Easton's 1988 Lefty Fender Custom Shop Telecaster. So the things that we've got going for it are, it is a lefty, so it is rare on that front, especially being an early custom shop guitar. It was made for an artist. It is serial number 30 as well, so a lot of things going for this guitar in terms of collectability. Comes with its case as well. And yeah, I think that's a great way to close out the video. So there we go, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed that Fender only episode. Do let us know in the comments what your favourite guitar was. And remember to subscribe to our video, like this video, and hit the bell icon if you want to see more. Sell 3rd to the 6th of September. Remember to follow us on our socials, because a lot of the guitars that I've shown you today will have already featured on those channels. So if you want to know about the good things first, do follow us at Guitar Auctions on Instagram, and that feeds onto Facebook as well. So facebook.com/Guitar Auctions, and we're on Threads and all the other social media channels that people should be on these days. So that's it for today, and we look forward to seeing you next time.